Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Today we're going to be restoring this Porsche 911 Turbo S. Unfortunately, I actually already recorded this episode with this drag car, this Camaro, but the footage was corrupt for some reason. I guess we'll just do like a quick look over on this thing. It's a pretty solid build, actually. The mod turned out really good. Um, Not too much to it. There's some customization things, but there's a couple issues with the bumper and the front headlights that were like all the way out here if you try to use the special versions and not the just stock bumper and headlights. And then from the last episode we did this as well, and as you probably remember, the engine cover did not exactly fit very well, so that was kind of unfortunate. But both of them turned out pretty decent. But now this episode, I think we're going to be moving away from some drag cars and get into this Porsche. So I guess we'll just go ahead and pull apart the body to start with. It's usually how I like to do it, just to get everything out of the way. I don't really know how much of this is its body though. I'm gonna make sure I don't leave any windows or anything. So this is a DLC, not a mod. So it should actually turn out to be pretty accurate once we actually start putting like the suspension together and seeing the driveline and everything, and how it'll all look pretty normal compared to some of the mods. So I guess we'll just go ahead and put it over here on the car lifter. And I think from now on, I'm probably going to do time lapses of building at least the engine and the suspension, or tearing it apart and building it. So I guess because of the episode I just recorded not working, it kind of gave me a starting point to figure out what I was doing wrong and what I was doing right. I guess we gotta tear everything else out. So we'll just go ahead and use the welder and stuff. And looks much better in there. So we'll go ahead and I will stay on, I won't go on time lapse for a second. We'll get the engine out and then I'll do it after that. I guess we should probably take I didn't know you could even do that. I guess I should probably take the interior out. Ooh, I like that seat. That's gonna look pretty cool. So yeah, this build ended up being pretty cool, but unfortunate that there's some audio issues, so just had to scrap the video, which really sucks, but that's all right. So I guess, I don't know. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to take all of this off before I even take the engine out. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take all the suspension off, and then I will come back and take the gearbox out and the engine. So I'll be right back. All right, so we got all of the suspension off. So I guess now we'll go ahead and take the gearbox off. And it doesn't look like it has anything else connected to it. So I'm going to go ahead and take all the clutch stuff off. I'm not really sure how I'm going to edit this yet. I might do a time lapse of the original taking the suspension apart, but I think I might just cut me putting the suspension back together because of going and doing all of the repairs and also going into my tablet and trying to figure out, what I need to get. So that it's just boring to watch. So I think that the tearing apart is probably the best, and then I'll just cut to when I have the suspension done eventually. But first, I'm going to take that out of there, move this back, and we'll go ahead and slap this on there. So, and real quick, I'm actually going to, I need front and rear double wishbone shocks. So, we'll go ahead and do that. And we can also, I'm going to go ahead and go in here and see, I can get rid of a lot of this stuff that I don't need. Not sure what came off of this car though, so that's kind of unfortunate. It might be these ones right here. I think it is these ones because I don't think I had those in my inventory before. So let me just get rid of all this. So let's see. I guess those are Porsche rims. I think they're meant for this car. So we'll go ahead and put this on here, and then we'll just go ahead and do the wheels right now. So okay, yeah. So there are Porsche wheels already. Now the question is there one that's specifically for the 911 or 9, I don't know how to say it, 911, but that's kind of weird. So whatever, 911. We'll just stick with 911. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't really care. So I guess we got all of these Porsche wheels. These must be the ones that were already on it, but I kind of like these ones better. Yeah, I'm gonna use these ones. Oh, I didn't even see what size they were. That's kind of unfortunate. So let's see. We need 18-inch wheels. So we'll do the wheels first, just because I don't know, I don't want to worry about the tires quite yet because I have a good idea for the wheels. So, and the tires are much easier to pick out because it's just like 4 of the exact same thing. I mean, it is for the wheels too, but it doesn't take any longer. So I guess we need some rear, yeah. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get all that so that I have that ready. And okay, so I'm gonna actually paint. I think I'm gonna go black with these wheels, so we'll do that real quick too. We'll go ahead and do the wheels and tires, just have them ready. So I need to get rid of all of these parts because they're very annoying. So we're gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna do black. I think that'll look pretty good on this car. So I also don't really know exactly what I'm going to do with tearing apart the engine. I think that I will just cut out the part of tearing apart the engine, and then I will time lapse me putting it back together because that's the more interesting part, especially because there's not really much of an engine right at the moment. So it'll kind of be boring to watch me just tear apart a couple parts, and there's no point in time lapsing a couple parts. So we'll just go ahead and do me putting it back together, and after we're done with these wheels, I'll go ahead and repair a bunch of parts and then tear the engine apart and figure all that out. So okay, so if we go look and see 235 40 18s, I think, is that what all of them are? Oh, it's not what all of them are. Okay. So 235 40s, 18s. And I think that we'll do, I think we should probably do a race tire. I think it almost looked like it had something else on it, like almost an off. No, it didn't have an off-road, but it's not vintage either. So vintage probably would not look quite right. We could do a sport tire. It's not. I mean, it's kind of a race car. I'm not really sure. So, we'll go ahead and do. We'll do race tire B because I like the white on that one. So I also forgot already what size we need. Great. The 235 40s. Probably should look at the other ones too, but that's all right. So 235/40s. And then we have, gosh dang it, 265/35s. Interesting. So 265/35. Not really sure, honestly, which ones are the front or the back. I'd imagine a little bit wider ones would be in the, yeah, that would probably be right. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and install these on here. I think that's gonna look decent. We'll figure. It doesn't. It'll be fine, regardless, because either way, there's not many options for tires. So, and these wheels are really nice, but there's still not many options for wheels. So, I'm still thinking about getting the Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. I think that might be a little better for that kind of stuff. But, so yeah, I guess actually while we're sitting here, let's go ahead and take the brake servo off and then the oil filter. And grab this and bounce this one because it's going to take a lot longer than installing these on here. So, yeah, once I'm done with this, I'll go ahead and repair, then tear that engine apart, and I'll cut for all of that. And then I will time-lapse me putting the engine back together, come back, and actually, first I'll do the suspension, and then I'll go do the engine. So after we're done with this, though, of course, I probably should have waited to do these just so I could slap them on while I was waiting for them to balance, but that's all right. It's pretty much the same thing. So, yeah, I guess since you don't really need to see any of this, I guess I will cut and I'll be back with a time lapse of me putting the suspension back together. So I'll be right back. So, as I'm sure you've probably figured out by now, I forgot that I wasn't doing a time lapse of putting the suspension back together. I was just going to cut that part. So, but yeah, we got the suspension in pretty much completely. The back tires still won't go on. I think it's because the engine needs to be in here in the transmission to get the all this the actual steering and the power to the wheels. So, but these wheels and tires actually don't look too bad. I'm sure they'd look a little better once there's an actual fender there too. But yeah, I just wanted to check in real quick and say that I realized that that was not what I was going to do. So, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and tear this apart and then I'll cut that and time lapse me putting it back together. So, I'll be back in a second. So, for the second time, I think I lied to you because I decided that I'm going to actually go ahead and build this on camera just because um, it's gonna, if I do a time lapse, I'm gonna have to still go into the shop and everything, and this really doesn't take that long to build the engine. And for me at least, it's interesting to watch when people build the engines, especially when I didn't have the game. So I'll just go ahead and do it on camera, and this will be a lot quicker than suspension, hopefully, because mostly everything is gonna be under the engine type, so it'll be a lot easier to find and everything. So we'll just go ahead and do that, and I'll grab a bunch of these because I'm gonna need a bunch of them eventually. So I just pretty much go performance on every single one of my builds because mainly because I'm not going for accuracy with actually how it would be like in real life, and I think it just adds to the way the engine looks and everything, just with the darker colors and the reds and stuff of all the performance parts. So I'm just going to go ahead and do performance on this as well. So as we're doing this, not really sure what exactly this is going to look like, because these engines are kind of odd when you put them together. Okay, we need an engine block A, B6, C. So we'll see. I don't know if there's, okay, yeah, I didn't expect there to be any blocks, but so we'll go ahead and do, I'm just going to type in B6, and I'm just going to buy one of each of these because it doesn't really matter, honestly. So we'll just go ahead and slap, I guess this is the block, not the head, that's why it's not performance. So there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm probably going to have to buy in here, I'd imagine. I think I've recently actually made an engine similar to this that I put in Volkswagen Beetle that I did. So that might be helpful with having some of the parts, but I don't know. I don't know what is going to be. I'm just going to go ahead and real quick go in the performance shop and then just type in B6 and that'll kind of tell me what I can and can't get. So, okay, it's quite a bit of stuff. Okay, we can get a turbo. That'll be cool. So, I think I'm actually just gonna hold off on buying anything just in case there's some stuff in here that I already have from that previous build. So we'll just hold off. But yeah, these engines are kind of fun to build. I do kind of enjoy them. How did I not get that one? Hold on a minute. Oh, it's because that's why. Okay, well that was a freaking mistake. Not sure which ones I already had. Um, there's only one of them that I didn't already have. I'm just gonna buy another set of each because it doesn't matter. Again, unlimited money, so not gonna worry about it. But yeah, these like I said, these engines are fun to build though. There's a lot. It's just so much different, and they also don't have a performance alternator, which is kind of surprising. Okay, so I need a distributor for B6C, but we'll go ahead and put as much stuff on as we can before we have to go back and do that. Okay, so I do need the cylinders. Do I have these pipes? No. Okay. So I need the pipes, the cylinders, and the distributor. So I think the pipes are obviously going to be in here because, yeah, they're not performance, obviously. And then I can't remember what I... So I'll just go back to B6 again. And let's see, what were we just looking at that we needed? Maybe they don't have it. I thought they did, but okay, well here's the cylinder. I'm gonna need 6 of those. That was the slow way of doing that. And then probably gonna need 6 of those, I'd imagine. Maybe they don't have the distributor in here. That was one of the things I needed. So we'll go ahead and just do distributor B6. And probably gonna need both of those. Grab a couple of those for future builds. And there was something else, but I'll worry about that in a second. So yeah, not many performance parts that are even possible to put on these, which is kind of unfortunate. But again, it's not like I'm going to be racing them or anything, so it's not that big of a deal in that sense. But it does make the engine look a lot better because this kind of like brushed metal looking and these dark gray colors, they just don't make the engine look very good. So, and I'm not really sure how exactly the painting works in this game because I've tried painting engine parts before, but they just don't work sometimes, or sometimes you can't. So that's kind of unfortunate too. But oh, that's not what we want. We want the good one. Probably should just delete the stuff that isn't performance because I'm just gonna keep doing that. I don't remember these being only 4 bolts though, so that's nice. I remember when I did that Volkswagen, it was kind of a pain in the butt, but maybe these aren't quite the same engine. I thought it was a B6, but it could be slightly different. I think I do have... Okay, I've got the exhaust manifold. I think is a performance camshaft, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Oh, wow. Are all the spark plugs on this side, or is it just each side has way too many spark plugs than there should be? Or than I would imagine there should be. That's interesting. I guess we'll figure that out once we get to the other side. But the other side, I think, has heads and everything. So, okay, so we'll go back over here. Yeah, I'm just going to grab 2 of each because I might need, yeah, because there might be a spot for another one or even need one on the other side. Okay, camshaft bearing. That does not look like a bearing, but all right, we'll go ahead and go in on this side before we start doing that. I guess I'll just go ahead and put this on there. Not really the way I want to do it, but yeah, I'm not really sure why exactly that's called a bearing unless I'm just being stupid, but that doesn't really make sense to me. So Yeah, just guess put all this on here. Yeah, so this side has, oh, what the heck? That's so weird. This side also has 6 spark plugs, so not really sure why that is, but I'm sure it's probably somewhat accurate. So I'm not even going to say anything else because I don't want to sound stupid. So we'll just go ahead and slap this exhaust manifold on. Pipes on this side. Don't really know what that is about either. There might be something that I just don't know about these engines and the bearing part, but I'm not really sure why it's called that. Um, so we'll go back to B6. That's probably not the best way to do it over here, but let's see. I need this. And do I need 2 of those or is there another one? I think there must be the same. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out in a second. Yeah, still don't know, I guess. Okay. So yeah, it looks like they're the same. So we need engine cover A and B for the BC. So engine cover A and B. Now which one was it though? Screw it. We'll do this. That way, if I need them in the future, I got them. So, well, I guess it was those ones. All right, so go ahead and slap this on. I just saw something else on the top that I don't think I'm gonna have of the actual cover. Oh, I do. Ooh, that's nice looking. Really nice. Okay. There's probably a performance intake. I don't know why I would have one that isn't performance though. So not really sure actually, but I'll go ahead and check anyways just to make sure. It's kind of, sometimes it's a little difficult. I mean, of course the intake and stuff is going to have performance, but sometimes it's kind of hard to tell if a part is going to have a performance version of it or not, which makes it a little more difficult. I mean, for the most part, you should be able to tell, but sometimes, at least for me, it's not that easy, but maybe I'm just dumber than most people, but that's okay. So we'll go ahead and put this on there. Oh wow, oh wow, okay. Luckily, we can just do this and not even have to move the mouse. So, okay, so mechanical fuel injection, nice, that's cool. Didn't know they had stuff like that in this game. But I have all these parts, like I did all this on the last engine, but I don't remember really doing any of this, honestly. Unless it's just a little bit different, but uses the same parts. Not really sure. So we should have a throttle. Yeah. I'm going to grab a couple of those just in case. And we're going to need a turbo, so... actually, I already have a turbo. I forgot. It's there. So... not really sure what else I'm going to need other than these couple things. That looks pretty solid so far. Yeah, I don't remember doing any of this stuff, but I have the parts, so I must have bought them extra, like I have done it. Okay, well, of course I don't have the serpentine belts, so, or the ignition wires. So there should be, yeah. And then there probably is going to be those, so I'm going to grab those. And then B6 belt, we'll just do that. See what we can get, and we'll just buy one of each because I'm not really sure which one I need. I should probably pay attention to that. Not that I have, a lack of money, so it's not like I need to worry about how much I'm spending, but it probably, I mean, it's kind of cheating, to be honest. So, but at the same time, this isn't for like playing the game, right? This is for building stuff because it's fun. So, it doesn't really matter to me, but okay, so I'm probably gonna need another one of those cam gears. Okay, so we'll just do cam B6. Yeah, I saw that earlier and I almost bought one. Actually, it's this one, but we'll buy all of them. Might need other ones too with this build. I'm not really sure. Usually I think there's only one cam gear on each cam though, so... Oh, of course I need the timing chain. Timing chain A and B. I don't know why they're different. So we'll do timing B6. So I need A and B. I guess they're just mirror images of each other, maybe. Oh no, one of them, I think one of them, yeah, one of them wraps kind of over it, I guess. Okay, so we need timing chain shoe. So they're the same, I think was right here. I think it was this one, because I think this is the BC engine. Because some of them, some parts or most parts are just a B6 part, but some of them are broken down into different categories of like B6A, B, and C and stuff like that. So we need timing cover C's. That should also be here. Yep, right there. So I need two of those. And I'm probably going to need that other little bracket I just saw, but grab that in a second. I think we're almost done here. This shouldn't be too much left if there's anything. Just take a quick scan. Make sure I didn't forget anything. I know that there's the clutch and flywheel and everything down here, but I will go ahead and put that on. Okay, I think I need performance of all of that stuff, to be totally honest, because I think about run out. So that's probably, yeah, gearbox. Oh, I didn't even know that there was like a special clutch version for a V10. I never realized that. Oh, and the 12. That's cool. So I guess we'll just go ahead. Oh, there's something. Okay. Yeah, that would have probably not been good to miss. Probably gonna need clips on here too. At least it wasn't low down, so I would have been able to get it even if it was, in the engine or in the car. It is kind of interesting to me that you can actually build the engine, I think, from the ground up in the car, but obviously nobody's going to do that because it just make it much more difficult. But it's interesting to me that that is actually an option that you can do. At least that I know of. So I don't know why I have so many clutch plates. I guess they just like the normal ones that aren't performance. I guess just because they seem to like to actually repair. Some parts just repair easier than others, it seems. So okay, I don't know. I don't think I can go in and look at what it's at. So we'll just go ahead and take it off and hope that it's correct. Probably gonna have to drop this down initially just to put the engine in there. I guess, yeah, it goes to the front. So we'll install this and then go ahead and move this back. And then now we'll just lift it up, and that looks pretty good in there. Now we'll just lift it up. There's that turbo, and connect everything underneath. Ooh, okay, I don't have that, so we'll go and grab that in a second. But I'm gonna see if I have a. I needed that gearbox, B6, and then exhaust. It's all the B6 stuff, I think. So we'll just type in B6 again, I guess. If there's any exhaust, which there's not. And then we'll just go to the gearbox shop and see if they have B6C, I think is what it is. So grab that. And then let's see. Oh, I needed exhaust. So we'll just type in B6 exhaust because we're probably going to need exhaust. Oh, that's not right either. Oops. Probably going to need other stuff too. Okay. Well, that's not right. Was that not what it was called? It was this right here. Yeah. It was all the Porsche stuff. So we'll just grab two of those, I guess. That's not going to be for the right thing, but I'll just go down the line and see all the Porsche names. Middle exhaust section. I think, I don't know if it's going to be the 911 stuff. Or yeah, or no, we're rebuilding the 911, but this is 991. Not really sure what that's about. Go ahead and grab this. I don't know if I'm going to need two of them. I don't think it's going to be for the Carrera. So, oh, this is the 964. So, these are both called section B, but, oh, it's the RS. Okay, I'm just going to grab each of those. Okay, not really sure. We'll just go for that. And if we need more parts, then we'll just go back and get them. So yeah, it is the 964 stuff. So there must not be any performance though, which is kind of unfortunate. Then we need that. That is nice that the tip is chrome though. That makes you feel a lot better about it. Oh, I see. They come right off like that. Oh, they come. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's cool actually. So we'll go ahead and slap the gearbox in. That's kind of weird. It's only 4. Usually it's 6, I think. It makes sense though because it's small. And then we'll slap these on. I don't really know. I now that I'm thinking about it, I shouldn't have made the profile different on the tires. I know that it said to, but I feel like it's gonna bother me as soon as I look at them. I mean the width, of course, like that's normal for them to be different from the back or the front, but the profile is kind of weird that it would be different. It's not really noticeable, so I'm not gonna worry about it. They're definitely a little bit thicker in the back, which is again normal. Most cars are like that, or sport cars they'll do that, or drag cars, whatever. So I guess all that's really left is this stuff in here. Okay, I need a V6 oil filter. Put the brake servo in. I think that's it. And then we'll. Oops. Oh, that's good too, I guess. V6 oil. Grab a couple of those. Just for future builds. Okay, and then slap that in there. And I think that we're really close, I guess, because we're not quite there. What are we missing? Fuel pump and the starter. Oh, yeah. I was just looking at those. Okay, the fuel pump is going to be right up here, I guess. Sorry, I forgot the fuel pump, but usually I'm actually pretty good at getting that. But let's see. There it is. Oh, of course, I have to have it down to get to that. Can I get this from here? Yeah. Oh, of course, I need a new one. Dang it, screwing everything up. Okay, so we'll just grab a bunch of new ones because we're gonna need those like always on literally every single build. So for sure. And then we'll drop her back down. And then after this, I guess we'll start putting the body together. Not sure if there's any special options really, or if most of it's just pretty straightforward build stuff, but there it is. But I guess we'll figure that out shortly. So now if we look at it, 100%. So, like usual, we're going to go ahead, move it to the entrance just so we can get a better look at it. Kind of interesting spot for the battery. Don't know if that's actually where it's at. It would make sense to me that it isn't where it's at because of like hitting something and it exploding, but I'm not sure. So yeah, that's interesting. But okay, so let's go ahead and so we got the 911. Oh, I see. Okay, 964 must be like what it's also called. I'm not really sure how that works. But so this is the DLC car. So I think that what's actually in here? Oh, that's like nicer stuff for the basic stuff. I think it might be in here because yeah. Okay, so we'll just type in Porsche 9911 and let's see. Are these multiple different? Okay, these are different. So we want, what do we want? The Turbo S. So we want the Porsche 911S and then the 964 if there's anything. Okay, perfect. I think that is all one car. Maybe. Okay, so it has the America version or whatever, so we'll just make it slightly easier. We'll do this, and then we will add the Turbo S because I didn't expect there to be Okay, so that is everything for this car. There's no customization options, it looks like, so we'll just go through and grab each thing. Yeah, this thing had like no body on it. I don't think I took a single piece of body off. So that's all right. This makes it easier to actually figure out what I want to put on here because I don't have any options. So that's nice, I guess, in some ways. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and put all this on here. Normal hood. It would have been kind of cool to be able to customize it, at least like the hood or something, or maybe even the. Ooh, this is an older one. I kind of wondered if it was, but it was kind of hard to tell without the body pieces on. Yeah, it would have been nice to customize a couple things, but oh, that's nice. That's good. And I am kind of digging the factory color. I'm not gonna lie. It's not bad looking. I kind of like that. It's almost like a mint color. It's not quite mint, but it's close enough to call it mint. So, um, okay. Oh, I guess it just glitched out. So, we'll and then I guess we'll grab license plates. I think I'm gonna just say 911 on them, which I'm not gonna do that actually. We'll see. I'm not really sure yet. That is the name of the car, so I'll square it. We'll do it. So just put the I don't want normal mode. I was still in assemble mode. So I'll put these on here. Of course, has to go away right when I get here. And then we will. I think we're pretty good, except is there no interior? Oh, there is. Okay. Oh yeah, we have actual stuff that looks good. I forgot because it is not a mod, and it doesn't have to use stupid fake stuff that does not actually fit where it should be. That's interesting. Did I pick the wrong? Let's see. No, that's should be what it's in. Oh, I think it's under. There we go. Okay, so we'll grab two of those and one of those. And these should look a lot nicer than here than most interior stuff and a lot of these cars. Just because of it not being a mod. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's actually, maybe it's supposed to be like kind of a race car. I'm not really sure. Yeah, looks pretty good though. It definitely matches the interior better than a lot of times. But okay, so I think that puts us at completely done. So yes, we'll go ahead and throw her in the paint shop. I think I'm just gonna do this factory color. I think I went with this green on this Camaro. I really liked it. Wish that footage didn't get corrupted because that was actually a really fun build. But we'll go ahead. Oh yeah, I do like that. Maybe let's just play with the brightness a little bit. Maybe bring it down a little bit. See what that looks like. Kind of like that dark blue might look kind of cool. So let's go ahead and go with that. Not too bad. And then we'll move her over to. Oh, yep. Forgot that part. So we'll always do that. It's always in here that I put it in too, which is probably not the best place to put oil in your car is in the paint shop. Pretty sure oil and fresh paint do not mix very well. So yeah, but at least we got it. So that's good. So now we'll go ahead and move her over to the dyno. So I'm imagining, I mean, of course, I think pretty much any car in this game, if you put performance parts in it, is going to be faster than the stock just because, it has performance parts in it, and I don't think they ever come with performance parts to take off. So 362 horsepower and 490 torque. So I'm imagining it's going to get, it does have a turbo on it now too. So, and it probably did before, I guess, but it has performance one now. So it should get quite a bit more. It's not as big of a gap as I expected, but not too bad. So that's cool. Yeah, no, this is a good build. Like the way it turned out. I didn't expect the body to honestly look that way. I mean, it shows it in the picture, but I honestly didn't expect that. So, but yeah, pretty good build. Interior looks pretty nice. We've already sat down in there. It is a DLC, like I said, not a mod, so it's going to turn out, everything's going to line up a lot better and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, overall pretty good. I think in the next episode we're probably gonna fix this up, I'd imagine, just because it's already in here, and then we'll go ahead and keep everything in here until we're done with this, and then throw it all in my parking garage and get another probably 4 cars so that we have enough space to move them around. So, but yeah, pretty good build, and I guess we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.